we get into what we really here to talk about today, and that is the Dallas Cowboys and their inability to get Micah's contract. Dog, every time we
It's
get
a
on
fucking
this
bro.
camera, man,
It's
it's
a fucking
always something with Jerry and Micah, and it's just getting worse.
bro. It's a fucking soap opera at this point. You know, we've already. This is what the second week, third week now that people are just constantly talking about the exact same thing. They're asking Jerry almost every single week, "Hey, have your people talked to Micah's people? What's keeping you guys from talking? What's going on? Is Micah's deal going to get done before the season starts?" And we keep getting the same run around fucking yeah, he's still under contract. Yeah, he should be. It's like, bro.
Jerry is hell bent and stuck on.
Oh yeah.
He's still under contract. I believe Jerry's biggest phrase has always been, "Don't let your
Uh,
money get mad." Jerry is being so petty. He's taking
bro,
this negotiation personal
bro.
because he believes that he and Micah had a deal. They had an agreement in place. And he said, "We have a contract." He's like,
Mhm.
"It's not done until everybody signed the contract. We have it on paper, but we're still here talking about
Yep.
renegotiating the contract."
Yep. And that's because that's what Michael wants. Michael wants a new contract. He doesn't want to go into this new season without a brand new contract. Now, mind you, yes, everybody does. You hear both sides of it, right? That the Cowboys have all the leverage. And then other people that say that no, Micah has all the leverage. I mean, in all honesty, if we look at it from a professional place, the Cowboys do have the leverage. They do still have him under contract. He is supposed to be playing. So they do have the leverage right now. They don't have to necessarily
He can play this
renegotiate.
year out on
Exactly.
his contract and be franchise tagged twice.
Yep. And what's he going to do? Nothing. Can't do nothing about it.
You gonna sit out and not get paid?
Exactly. So I don't think that's going to be the case. I know that Micah's doing what he can on his part to play hardball. I think I heard somebody trying to compare this to the time that Emmitt Smith held out. But the thing that you guys forget about with Emmett was he didn't have a contract. He was going to be a free agent at the time. So he had
He had
every
no
right.
contract in place. He had played out his contract.
Exactly.
He
And
didn't owe anything to the
so
Cowboys.
he did have all the leverage. At that point, Emmett did have all the leverage. That's something that Micah does not have right now. He doesn't have any leverage. So at the end of the day, if the Cowboys, if our franchise owner and our GM and whoever else y'all want to point the blame on, if they decide to be like, no, we're not going to redo his contract, we're not going to renegotiate, we're not going to, they have every right to do so. So it's going to be very interesting to see. The one thing that upsets me as a fan is that the fact that you see some of these practices in Oxnard where they're always pointing the cameras towards Jerry and towards Micah while Micah's on the field. And Micah, you can tell by his body language, you can tell by the way that he carries himself out in the field, like he's there, but he's not there. Like he's just sitting there lollygagging, talking to people on the sideline. I think I saw one video clip where he's just like leaned up against, like, underneath the little stand where Jerry sits at, the little tower, observation tower, whatever it's called, and he's just kind of leaned up against it, like kind of zoned out. And it's like the hard part with that is that you're not allowing one of your best player literally on the defense. You're not letting him get in the work that he needs to be focused on the game for the season ahead. And you're wasting time not allowing him get prepared for the season because he doesn't feel satisfied.
Yep.
So
No, the thing is you're playing chicken with a guy who's for the last 2 years come to you early and said, "I'll sign early. I'll leave money on the table.
yeah,
I want my career to be here."
yeah,
Uh the thing that makes me so mad, bro, is like when you obviously want to see the player get paid. Yes, Jerry's got a point. Like Mike is under contract, and if I renegotiate and give him a new contract, what's to say he'll honor that contract and won't come back to me early and be like, well, I want another new contract. So I understand that, but that's just kind of how the business works. You want your main players to be happy to be there. If you're gonna start off the season like this, by the time Micah gets up and going and he's getting the reps and stuff like that, he's not gonna be worth a damn to start the season. He's gonna be getting into game shape. He's gonna be getting his body conditioned to be able to play instead of being on the field now and getting those reps in and learning under Eberflus and uh trying to build that camaraderie with his players. Now, I'm not saying how Micah's handling this is wrong in any way. What I'm saying is what pisses me off is Jerry's out here and he's stirring the shit and he's like, "Oh well,
Every week, bro.
if
Every week.
if if I feel like it's slowing down, I'll stir it up. Like
Yeah.
I want eyeballs on us, and if they aren't looking at us and talking about us, then I'll make sure to do my part to stir it up.
I
I'm like,
mean,
why?
he literally came out and said that we are an entertainment franchise. We're not here to win
We're a
championships.
football
We're
team. This
here
is
to
not
provide
sports entertainment.
entertainment.
This isn't WWE, fam. This is not
That's what I'm saying.
sports entertainment.
And as Cowboy fans, we all feel that way and we want to see championships here. But the problem is when you have an owner, where you have a GM, when you have whoever the hell's making that damn call sitting there openly saying, if nothing's going on, if we don't have any eyes on us, I'm going to stir the pot. I'm going to make some noise. I'm going to make it more entertaining where people tune in to see us, to view us, to buy our jerseys, to do what the hell we want them to do. Because I tell you what, and I think they had an interview with Denzel. I mean, Denzel I didn't know that he was a Cowboy fan. Me and you talked about this off camera a little bit. I didn't know that he was such a big Cowboys fan, but when he called out Jerry and he was like, it's been a minute since you've been to the show, huh, Jerry? You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know because you're too busy trying to entertain folks. It's like, I mean, you hit the nail on the head, bro. All you're worried about is making your pockets fat, and you're not worrying about bringing a championship back to our city. If you were really worried about that, then we wouldn't hear all the fucking drama. We wouldn't have any of this other bullshit that's kind of like blindsiding us and making us look somewhere else when we should be focused on the fucking season ahead of us and getting prepared and getting ready so that way we can win a fucking championship or at least compete for one. Because, man, I hear it every year. It's been what, 25 years since we've been to a championship game, 29 years since we've been to a damn Super Bowl. What the fuck?
And the thing that just continues to stand out is we continue to do the same thing and we're expecting different results. Like I saw a video and I was like, it's fully accurate when this lady's talking to her dude, right? And she's like,
I think I
if
know
it's
which one you're
snowed
talking
for
about.
like the last 30 years,
To snow in
what
Alaska.
what am I expecting? And he's like, that it's gonna snow again. Like
Yeah,
I have data to prove that. And
exactly.
she's like, so what makes you think the Cowboys are gonna that it's their year this year if you have 30 years of data? And it's like,
Mm,
how do you argue that?
you can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You can't.
we're not in a position to succeed when you have distrust with the front office. And I feel like the more Jerry plays this, eventually it's going to bite him in the ass.
Yep.
Eventually, somebody's going to put their foot down and be like, "Not with me."
Yeah.
And I think this might be the guy. Micah might be the guy that's like, "No, it's not going to happen with me. You're not going to do me like you did Dak and
Hmm.
CD and Dez and try to play these games with me. It's not going to work. Like we're not doing that."
Yeah.
So I don't understand the mentality of the front office. Jerry just got announced as like the Cowboys are the richest franchise in all of
They are.
sports
They
in the
are.
world.
Hmm.
And all he
Which
sees
that,
it as
which
is
that to me is crazy.
it's a cash printing
Mhm.
business. It's
It
like,
is.
no, dude, this is a football team. And he's like, no, it's a business. I'm like, you're a business that you're a brand that's in the business of football. You're
Hmm.
not necessarily about football. You're about all the other little side shit, and then
Mhm.
football's on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everything else is priority, and then we play football on the side. It's like, no, dog. Like that's where you're wrong. Is you worried about all the outside stuff? Football first. If you think you're making money now, let the Cowboys be successful, and I
bro.
promise you, you will
That's the whole
double
reason.
that income.
That's the whole reason why we are so widely known now is because of the championships that we won before.
Yeah. And now the
So,
Cowboys have a documentary coming out.
oh god.
Cannot wait to see that. Cannot wait to see it. You got Emmett, Troy, Michael. You know they're all talking, and I'm excited for that. But that's just more money
Yeah,
on
more money.
Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like more
'Cause
eyeballs for.
the triplets haven't been relevant since the '90s, but we're about to make them relevant again with this Netflix documentary. I'll tell you that much, and we're
I
gonna
mean,
bring in some money for it.
imagine, dog, if you go somewhere and you're like, tell me why we should keep you, right? Like you're at work and your boss is like, why should we keep you around? And you're like, well, 30 years ago, I was amazing. I had so much success 30 years ago. And it's like, okay, but what about
But
now?
what about right now? What are
No,
you
no,
doing
no.
for me right now?
30 years ago, you should have seen it. It's like every time we talk about right now, all we can talk about is 30
30
years
years
ago.
ago, exactly. And I hate to be that guy because I've always been, and you know, I mean, we've called it every year whenever we do these podcasts, and then when we get ready to start the season, and it's always asked, Julio, what do you think? How are we gonna do this year? And I'm like, shit, we're going to the Super Bowl because I'm that delusional fucking
What did
Cowboy
you
fan.
say?
We're going to the Super Bowl. So I mean, but facts are facts, right? I mean, data is data, like you said, and like that lady said, and I know which video you're talking about because I saw the exact same video where she's like, you know, if it's snowed for the past 30 years in Alaska, you know, what do I expect it to happen this year? And he's like, well, shit, it's gonna snow. I have 30 years of data of it, and if I look at the data of our football franchise, it's like I don't expect us to make it. Even if we do make it to the playoffs, past the first round of the fucking playoffs, I don't expect us to make it anywhere at this point. But we'll see. We'll see. I can't speak for much on it now, but we'll see.
I be just wanting to swing on his old
Ah,
ass, bro. I'm like,
bro, don't let me
Jerry,
catch his ass in the street.
it's on site,
On
Jerry.
sight, Jerry.
It's on site, son. If I could be real for a minute, son.
Be real, son.
Bro. I don't understand the
It'll be like
logic of this
two big
Cowboys
ass
front
Mexicans
office.
get hauled off
Yeah,
to jail today
we
because
definitely going to jail for elder abuse, dog.
oh god.